African Americans are better than Africans in any sense of the word. We walk better, we talk better, we dress better. We're more influential. We're one of the most influential groups on the planet, the most impactful groups on the planet. Everybody around here doing hip hop and R&B, but I hardly know anything about Africa. Okay, I don't know many African celebrities besides the ones that come here and make it big. But yes, we do everything better. We're just the greatest. Okay? You couldn't compare, alright? I don't know. Listen, what do you guys eat? What do you guys speak over there in the African countries? I want to know more. I want to learn, man. Because, obviously I'm from there, but I'm not from my country, which is America. So let me know.
True Black Africans and African Americans do not claim Black Americans. We are not the same. African tends to focus on progress, family values, and community upliftment rather than dwelling on historical grievances. They prioritize education and hard work. They don't live life blaming the white man for all their failures, challenges, or the choices that they make. Many Africans strive to give their children better opportunities and instill values like hard work and responsibilities. They don't raise their kids to hate the white man and blame them for all of their problems. That's why they can't grow. Africans are hard workers and they work on self-improvement. They hold themselves accountable for their actions instead of making everything about race and blaming the system. True Africans do not celebrate when a white kid loses his life to a black kid. The decent Black Americans out there, we claim you, we see you, and we love you. Thank you for being a decent human being.
American one is saying they are better than us. Another one is saying they're the blueprint of blackness. Another one is saying that as an African, when a Black American is addressing you, you need to raise up your hands and bow down to the Igwe. And as an African, I've come to confirm to you that actually Black Americans are better than Africans. Black Americans are better than Africans in everything, including the fact that majority of them cannot read and write, but they're better than Africans. Including the fact that they have a disintegrated family system where 90% of Black America is raised on the backs of women, single mothers. But they're better than Africans. They're better than Africans when they're walking on the streets and the police sees them walking, not doing anything, and they catch a pium at the back of the head. Yes, they're better than Africans. They're better than Africans in the sense that their ancestors built America on their backs, hands, sweat, tears. They are born in that country. They are raised in that country. They have passports from that country, but they are treated less than dogs. They have no rights. They are better than Africans. They are better than Africans where a woman can have 7 babies from 7 baby daddies. A man can have 14 children from 14 different women or 10 women, and nobody sees it as a problem. You think that can fly in Africa? Oh no, you are better than us, actually. To Africans, what we are normally concerned about is to study the excellence in the Nigerians. That is what most Africans are concerned about. Nigerians are the ones shaking the African continent. Us concerned about you, Black Americans? Well, we have Nigerians to worry about? You got to be joking. And to Black Americans who make this type of content, my question is, why do you like comparing yourself with Africans, the poor performers, the low class, according to you? Why can't you compare yourself with the Chinese Americans, Indian Americans, Mexican Americans, Caucasian Americans that are on the same level with you in the same country, that understand the dynamics of your country? Why do you compare yourself with us? Because on average African, you don't exist. They don't even acknowledge you guys. They don't even know what Black American is to an average African. But you say we are obsessed with you? You say you're the blueprint of blackness. You take things that have existed in black cultures, in African cultures for years, like beadwork, braiding, doing your hair in a certain way, and then you sprinkle your Americanness, you sprinkle KFC chicken, McDonald's burger, and the confettis of America, and all those sodas and sugary things in America, and then you call it culture, and you make it yours. But you're better than us. What you are is you're a clone of Africans. You're a photocopy of Africans. You'll never be original. And in fact, when they're insulting you in America, what will Mali tell you? Go back to Africa. The Africa that you think you're better than. That's why they tell you you belong. Black Americans, we are not the enemy. The enemy is the white men in America, the white people in America who came up with that stupid ass system that has gotten you people in position where you are. We are not your enemy because you're colonized by the same people that sold you guys. So I don't know at what point do you think we are the enemy. The enemy is right now imposing tariffs to China. And we both know who's going to be affected the most. The enemy is the one increasing taxes on hair extensions, and we both know who uses hair extensions the most. You are better than us, yet majority of your women are undergoing cosmetic surgery to have features like us, fuller lips, fuller chests, fuller bosoms, but you're better than us. You're better than us to live in a country where they have convinced you that everybody's the enemy, that you have to sleep with a pew next to you because you don't trust your wife. You don't trust your kids if you have inheritance. You don't trust your friends. You don't even trust your own neighbors because you can go to your neighbor in the middle of the night only for you to catch a pew in the head because you'll be mistaken for a robber. You're better than us that you live in a country where a random person will tell you you don't belong here. Africa, we might be living on trees and maybe not have running water as used people say, but at least our skin color is never in question. Nobody really cares because everybody looks like me. So class, instead of going back and forth, let's admit that indeed Black Americans are better than us. Because all they have, I don't think Africans want. The only thing Africans will want from America is the dollar. The dollar is the only thing we will want. Take out the dollar and then let's go par to par. Majority of you cannot survive. But what do I know?
African Americans, if you lived anywhere else in the world, your arrogance would make sense. And I know it's not all of you. I know it's some, but the some speak so much. It covers everybody. Your arrogance and your position in the country that you live in do not make sense. You live in a country where you can die of a cop's knee on your neck, where you're disproportionately incarcerated, where cops have to wear dash cams in order to be stopped from unaliving you for sport. And the president says there are good guys on both sides. You are better off being friends with Africa as you are African, not the other way around. You are a minority in a country that prefers Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Elon Musk. You're at the bottom of the food chain in a country that is at war with Russia and China. And you're the least considered when decisions are being made. You're a confident stepchild with a very evil stepmother. And you're throwing stones at your neighbors. I mean, you're at the bottom of the food chain, at the very bottom in that country, in a country that is waging war against every other country, in a country that is actively deporting Mexicans and giving South African white racists refuge. What's going to become of you if you're making enemies with the people that actually do care about you, as ridiculous as you can be? What makes you safe there? You live in a country where public education is being outlawed by people who have amassed wealth through enslaving you. And now they're trying to keep you uneducated because when you're uneducated, you're easy to control and you're easy to pay. This is not the time to be pricking the eyes of your allies. Yeah, that's alliteration. If the outlawing of education goes on, alliteration and all other figures of speech won't be known 2 generations from now. I mean, you live in a country where hiring managers use facial bias when hiring, where your schools are underfunded, government is trying to recuperate slavery. And even if you do well enough to get yourself out of the hood, if you as much as walk out and take a walk wearing a hoodie over your head, you are in trouble with the police. If you were anywhere else in the world, it would make sense. It would. If you lived in a country where you didn't have to chant Black Lives Matter in order to remind people that you're actually human, you could behave the way that you're behaving. You need friends. You need friends.
Gonna need Americans to stop comparing the United States of America to Africa, okay? Because number one, they're completely different. Africa is a continent. The United States of America is a country, okay? If you don't know the difference, I'm gonna need you to Google. So for the most part, everybody in the United States of America is American, okay? Because it's a country. America. So you be American, okay? Are you with me? So our country, the United States of America, is part of North America, okay? Imagine someone from South Africa, right? And they see me and they're like, oh, you're North American. Although I'm from North America, I'm from the United States of America, right? All right. So when you, as an American, you go and you see someone from South Africa and you're like, oh, you're African. Huh? Africa is not a third world country. Africa is a continent. There are countries within Africa, okay? I need y'all to understand this because y'all are getting on this internet and y'all aren't educated and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then these South Africans and Ethiopians and Nigerians are eating y'all the fuck up respectfully because y'all are racist and disrespectful.
Dear African American brothers and sisters, whatever you do not get into any kind of social media wars with Nigerians, South Africans, and Kenyans. Listen, somebody needs to show you how Africa works. Those three, it's like a mixture of Florida, New York, Chicago, and Ohio mixed together. If you want to attack somebody, let me show you the Africans who are like chill and cool. Try Togo, try Niger, try Ghanaians, you know. But you don't want to mess with South Africa or Nigeria. Listen, for those people, hell, there is no bottom to hell. If you go low, they go lower. Why would you even start with them? If they say something is racist, if you're about the Zulu parade, just accept it and move on. Do not try to justify that for them. Now see how they are dragging you online.